I have got a treat for you tonight. Well, it's night here in California, but it is morning in Malaysia where Raw Chef Yin lives. She will be joining us today. Oh, and she is joining us right now. I was going to give her a very long introduction, and she's here with us. She's in the house. We will introduce her when she comes on. She's a very well-renowned chef in Malaysia, and we are what she does, what she eats, all the good stuff. I can't wait to talk to her. She is the most creative raw chef. Hello,
Hi.
Chef Yin. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
So
Yeah. Sorry,
it's like morning.
did I come on too early? Because
No,
I just went on and I
no.
was like, oh, you're live. So I just
Oh no,
decided
no,
to
it's
come on.
fine. No. It's fine. I just wanted to give you an introduction, like a big introduction. But I'll do it while you're on. That's fine. But maybe you could talk more about, your background and how you became a chef and a raw chef, because that is very unusual in Malaysia. Am I right?
Yes, yes. But yeah, you do the intro. I like to hear it.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say you're very well renowned chef. You've been invited to do things that are outside your chef duties, like be a model on a runway. I've seen those amazing clothes that you wear. I mean, that means that people know about you. So I would like to know how that all happened, but like that's like we're getting outside the vein of of the food. But I'm just curious how that happened. But I want to go back to your background, like where did your interest come from in this area, in this raw vegan space?
Okay, so this is very interesting. My educational background, my initial educational background, I actually hold a law degree.
Oh,
Yeah, this is like I graduated in 1995. Yeah, so I had a law degree. I did not practice law. I ended up in public relations instead because I was just like, I think I did law for like 5.5 years and I got so tired of it. We're in Asia, your parents are like, oh, you have to be an engineer, doctor, lawyer, that kind of thing. So I ended up studying law. Then I was in public relations for 15 years. And then I paid up for all my financial commitments. I paid for my car, for the home that I'm staying in now. So I quit my job. I left the corporate world, and I was trying to like find my passion and figure out what I like doing. So I was helping my boyfriend with his music business the first few years, and then so I quit my corporate job in 2012, and then in 2014 I discovered raw vegan food. Um, in 2015, I took my first Matthew Kenny culinary course. In 2016, they opened up in Matthew Kenny opened up in Thailand, so I took two more courses there. And I just got hooked on raw food, and then I was just like posting it, posting the food that I made on Instagram just to record my own personal journey. And then people were very curious. They're like, wow, what's this? This is raw. They see like things like raw vegan lasagna, they see things like raw vegan pizza. So they asked me so I got a lot of requests to do workshops. So I started doing workshops, and then I started doing like uh, dining experiences, private dining experiences. I did a few pop-ups with another raw chef from Hong Kong, and then I started getting invites to present in various vegan festivals all over the world. So I presented at the Perth Vegan Expo, in Australia, the Bali Vegan Festival in Indonesia, Singapore Vegan Festival, also the in the UK, the Brighton Summer Vegan Festival as well. Um, yeah, and then after that, the lockdowns happened, so I moved online, and I started creating online courses instead. And then the bundles started coming in. So now, and I'm quite selective of the bundles actually because I get invited quite a bit. But obviously the ultimate raw vegan bundle is very close to my heart because everything's raw, and then everything's oil free. And it's low fat, so it aligns with what I'm currently doing right now. And my focus is on Asian food, raw vegan Asian food. So for this bundle, I've contributed my raw vegan Asian sweets and treats course, which is focused on Asian desserts, So desserts from Malaysia where I live and also around, like Thailand, some Indian inspired ones, Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese. Yeah.
Yeah, your stuff is so delicious looking. I can't wait to try your recipes in this particular bundle. So
Thank you.
how, yeah, I mean, so you, well, I think you're going to make something in front of us for breakfast. Is that right? Are you going to make
Yes,
some? Oh,
yes,
okay.
that's right.
So maybe tell us about what you're going to make.
Okay, so what I decided to do is I decided to make something very simple so that I don't get too stressed about it. And also because I checked out, I want to make something from the bundle, not my recipes. By the time the bundle comes, I'm like so tired of my recipes already because I've been like, developing and creating and
Yeah.
testing them for like 2-3 months. So by the time, by the time it's bundle, I'm just like, oh, I think my earpods went off. Anyway, can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but is it like oh, can I hear you?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, yes, I hear you.
Testing,
I
testing.
I can hear you. You
Okay.
can hear me?
I
Okay.
can hear you very well. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, what was I saying? Oh, so I decided that I wanted to make something from Alana's smoothies and spice and everything nice. This is
Uh-huh.
her ebook. Yeah,
Hmm.
so the ebook focuses on spices, and then I think there are
Uh-huh.
like 24 different kinds of spices. And I've tried out
Hmm.
some of her recipes already because they're like really easy to make, and I can find all the ingredients easily. So I got that. But today I wanted to make something very special because I've heard of this spice, yeah, but I've never tried it before. And I've had people on Instagram asking me like, "Oh, Chef Ian, have you tried this before?" And I said, "No." So I thought this was the perfect time to try it. And I
Okay.
don't know whether you've tried it before, Debbie. It's Tonka beans.
I know. Yes, I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. So let me just read. So in her ebook, she actually, talks about what the spices are as well. So let me
Yeah.
try and find that page. Yeah, so she says the Tonka. Oh, let me take it out so you guys can see as well. Um, so this is to make it higher.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And they're supposed to taste a little bit like vanilla or something.
Yeah, let me read this out. So the seed from a
And what?
flowering tree in the pea family called the Dipteryx odorata. So this species is native to northern South America.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I smell it. Because
What does it
it
smell like?
reminds me. I'm trying to remember. It reminds me of like actually it reminds me of marzipan. And I guess marzipan has a lot of vanilla in it, right?
Oh, I love marzipan.
Yeah. So it says the tree can grow up to 25 to 30 meters and has a trunk of up to 1 meter in diameter. That's huge.
Yeah.
So it says, yeah. So it contains a compound coumarin, which is a colorless crystalline solid with a sweet odor resembling the scent of vanilla and is slightly bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And she says that some anticoagulant prescription drugs are based on 4-hydroxycoumarin, a chemical derivative of coumarin. So she says the tonka bean has been used to promote healthy digestion, relieve headaches, and improve mood. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this tastes like because I've never tried it before because it's I don't like see. So I see the chefs here use it as well, yeah, in their desserts, but I don't see them selling this like on the shelves. So I had to order this
Yeah.
online. So I'm glad I
Yeah.
found it online. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so you're gonna make a smoothie with the tonka beans.
yeah. So it's actually a really simple recipe. It's just like bananas, like 3 medium bananas. So I cut the bananas here, and then 1 cup of water, 1 cup of
Okay.
water, and then the Tonka beans, she said 1.5 Tonka beans, or it comes up to about 1.25. But she says ground. But I did ask her. I said like how did she grind it, right? And she said she just put it in her nutmeg grinder. I used to have a NutriBullet, the small one with the mill, so that's what I used to grind. But I think because I overuse it, and also NutriBullet, they say you need to change your blades every 6 months, and I can't find the blades here. Well, I bought the blades, but they were not good blades because they were like not original. Because I bought my NutriBullet in Singapore. They don't seem to have a official NutriBullet store here. And I used to travel to Singapore every year, so I used to just get my replacement from Singapore. But because of the lockdowns and the travel restrictions, I couldn't go to Singapore. So I never got. Yeah, I just never got a replacement. So but Allana said that she just put hers into the Vitamix and it worked as well.
Oh,
so
okay.
And then she just maybe I should just cut it. Oh, she did suggest I should soak it. I forgot about that. Yeah, but never mind. I think I'm just gonna try and cut it.
Okay.
It's quite soft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can cut it.
Oh, great.
But
okay, so for those just joining, Chef Yin is making a delicious smoothie from the raw vegan bundle with Tonka beans, and she got them online, so everyone can get them online. They have very special properties that are healthy, helps with digestion, and it has a scent of vanilla or marzipan. And so it's very
it's available in the US or not, because when I was doing my research, it did say like it's kind of banned in the US or something.
It's banned in the US? Oh no.
But apparently a lot of the US chefs use it. I've seen them using it. And I've seen them using it in videos. They say they just order it online as well. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what I'll have to do then. Okay, so great. So this is going to be part of Chef Yin's breakfast. So here we go.
Yeah, so let me see if I can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Like better, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you spell the name of the bean? It's Tonka. Is this the other way around?
Oh gosh, I can't.
Okay, let me spell it. I'll just T-O. Okay, there you go. Yeah, correct. Princess Girl. Thanks, Princess Girl. Yeah. So just basically 3 ingredients. So I'm gonna put in the water first. If you are making a smoothie and you're doing things in your blender, and I'm using my Vitamix today, please put in your liquids first so that your blender can work properly.
Right.
In a food processor, it's the other way around. You put in your firmer ingredients first, then you put in the liquids. But for a blender, please put in your liquids first. So we'll do that, and then we'll just put in the bananas. So it's just 3 bananas. Yeah, 1 cup of water and 1.5 Tonka beans. I love like super simple smoothies and easy and all that. So we're gonna blend it up. I don't have a vacuum blender. Well, I used to have a vacuum blender, but then it kind of broke down because I bought like a local brand and I was using it like every single day, and then it started having weird sounds from my blender. So I'm just gonna use my Vitamix. So I'm not gonna blend it too long. Most people blend it really long, but I find like if I blend this too long, the air will go in and I get bloated. So I usually like to have my smoothies a bit, drippy, but we'll see. But I do need to blend up the Tonka bean though, so but maybe I'll have to blend it longer then. We'll see. Of course, first rule of using the blender is turn on the blender switch. Okay. I can see like the Tonka beans are kind of broken down.
Oh, so it looks like vanilla broken up into like the vanilla bean broken up, but it's a Tonka bean that's broken up.
Yeah, it's my first time.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm just curious what it's going to taste like in the smoothie.
I know, right? Me too. Let's pour it out. Mm. Mm. Try this. Mm. So I taste the banana a lot. Because I mean it's 3 bananas, right? It tastes like vanilla. It's like a
Yeah.
it's almost like a vanilla milkshake.
Oh, wow.
Mm. Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
great. Okay, so people who are just joining, Raw Chef Yin just made a smoothie that is in the raw vegan bundle with tonka beans and banana. Tonka beans are a Southeast Asia bean that has a lot of healing properties. It's good for digestion, and it sort of tastes like vanilla and marzipan. And you can get them online. And so if they don't carry it in your local store, you can get them. And so Raw Chef Yin just made a delicious smoothie from the raw vegan bundle. And I think, are you going to make something else too from the bundle?
This is actually from South America. It says the PC is native to northern South America. On here it says product of Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, product of Brazil.
Yeah. All right. Great.
Yeah. No, actually, I think that's why I'm only making this today. Yeah, because
Okay.
yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, because I need to go out later. My boyfriend is he's a professional musician, so he's performing in the this big huge Disney concert. Disney concert today.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna go watch him. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
All right. So then we'll just. Okay, that's great. So we'll just talk then. I wanted to know more about like what, like how do you come up with your recipes? I know you're inspired by your Asian roots, and so you do mostly Asian, but
Yeah.
it's just so you have such amazing recipes. So what inspires you?
Sure. Why don't I take let me take one of the recipes in my book, right?
Yeah.
This is the jackfruit sticky rice.
Yes.
Because I think who tried it? Lisa tried it and Lena tried it and they both loved it. So let me talk about the process of how I made it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
good.
yeah, so traditionally this is actually a dessert that is found in Thailand and also Vietnam. So it's basically the fresh jackfruit pods. Yeah, because I'm wondering whether it's let me bring the jackfruit here for you to see, because some people don't know what fresh jackfruit tastes like. So let me just give me like
okay.
couple
Yeah,
seconds.
that's a common ingredient is jackfruit. You could use it for sweet dishes and you can use it for savory dishes. And Raw Chef Yin uses it here in her dessert recipe for a sweet dish.
Yeah, because in a whole plant-based world, a lot of people who use it, what they're using is it's not the ripe jackfruit. It's actually the young jackfruit, which is actually a green jackfruit. And a lot of people use it when it comes in a can. So like when I remember putting this up, and then Rachel did try, she asked me like, what's that? Is that jackfruit? I said, yeah. And then I realized like not a lot of people know what it is, because you may not be able to get like fresh jackfruit.
Right.
Whereas
yeah.
So this is the fresh and ripe one. The ones that they usually use in savory dishes to make like cooked pulled pork and all that. That's not this. It's this, but like when it's unripe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's what I get the ones in the can. So mine doesn't look like that.
Yeah. The one in the can is not this. The one in the can is when it's this immature version.
Oh.
Whereas this is you take the one in the can and you still like grow on a tree, and then you finally open it up, rip it out, and so you get like fresh jackfruit pods. And so this when it's fresh is great because it actually tastes like it tastes a bit like bubble gum. And apparently, I think they say original bubble gum does get the taste from this. You know, so you
Oh,
have to open it up, and there's actually a seed here. So you need to take out the seed,
okay.
and then the seed, if you eat cooked food, you can take this part out, and then you can
Yeah.
actually boil the seed
Uh-huh.
for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then
Mm-hmm.
remove the skin, and it actually tastes like potatoes. Yeah, so it's really cool.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a
So
potato?
yeah.
Wow.
If you boil it for 20 minutes, yeah, it actually tastes like potato. So I actually
Oh.
boil it. My boyfriend and I do eat it as well. So yeah, so this fresh, like I said, fresh jackfruit pods, and the traditional recipe, they actually put they call it sticky rice.
Yes.
Sticky rice, but it's actually, which is actually glutinous rice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, Asian glutinous rice. And then they stuff it inside, and
Right.
then they cook a they take the rice, and then they put in like white sugar. And then they put in like most probably like coconut, I think they do coconut milk and all that, and they cook it together and they stuff it. So I decided to come up. So what I usually do is I figure out what the traditional way of making is, and
Mm-hmm.
then I figure out, okay, what other ingredients can I use if I'm making it raw vegan, right? So rice is obviously not raw, so I use jicama. I don't know whether you're familiar with using
Oh.
jicama. Yeah,
Okay.
I use jicama, and then process it into the food processor,
Uh-huh.
and then you squeeze out the juice, so that you squeeze it out so that you get like a drier consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Then I mix it with, let me try and see, what do I mix it with. The rice is jicama. I put young coconut meat. I also put some psyllium husk. So the psyllium husk is to bind it together and to make it sticky, so it has like that glutinous rice taste.
Mm-hmm.
Just a pinch of salt if you use it, and then some. I put coconut nectar, but if you guys can't get coconut nectar, you can use maple syrup. Yeah, and then I colored it naturally. I have like the pink pitaya powder, and then the blue pea powder. So yeah, there's like some colors as well. So basically, I basically think about like, okay, what are the ingredients? If I can use the original ingredients for that, I will use the original ingredients. So like the jackfruit, I will use the original ingredient. The sticky rice, I figure out like, okay, what can become rice? So let's use jicama. And then I go like, okay, how do I make it sticky? Then I like, oh, okay, why don't I use a bit of, coconut meat and combine it with coconut nectar and the psyllium husk, all that will bind it all together.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I just figure out like what are the techniques, right? So the techniques would be like, using the food blending, food processing. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, in raw food, the techniques are basically like cutting, chopping,
Mm-hmm.
food processing, blending, spiralizing, dehydrating, fermenting, and also I think what's quite popular nowadays in our community, like freezing and thawing to get kind of the cooked texture as well. Yeah. So
Yes.
basically, just study the traditional one. Try and remember how it used to taste like, because I've been vegan. I started transitioning in 2015. Then I was fully vegan in 2016. So yeah, I still have to like, sometimes I go like, oh, how does this taste like? Because I haven't had it for such a long while. So remember the taste and the flavors,
Uh,
and figure out like what are the ingredients to mimic the same taste
mm-hmm.
and flavors, and hopefully textures, and then after that figure out what are the techniques to use to apply to that. So because I've been trained on how to do all these raw food techniques, but in more of Western cuisine, not so much of Asian cuisine. So I have to take that and
Mm-hmm.
apply it to Asian cuisine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's fascinating. I love that story, how you decided to replace the sticky rice with the jicama and the coconut meat. And I mean, that's fascinating how you come up with that. So what are the other recipes besides your own that you've tried in the vegan bundle that you really were blown away by?
Oh, I've tried a lot. I tried the stuffed mushrooms by okay, so there's an ebook called Make It Raw. That is the one written by Chef AJ and
Lissa.
Lisa. Yeah, so I tried a few recipes from there actually because that was one of the first ones that came out. So I did the stuffed mushrooms that was really delicious.
Really?
I also tried her
What do they stuff it with?
Hold on, let me think.
So we're talking about the raw vegan bundle that's for sale until May 11th. That has 40 ebooks by very well-renowned raw vegan chefs, doctors, homeopaths, bloggers, and influencers. And raw chef Yin is talking about a recipe that came from Make It Raw by Chef AJ and Lissa Maris from Raw Food Romance. She's very popular, her blog.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I made these.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's that in the middle?
I think that's the this part. I think okay, so there's the mushroom and then there's the filling and then I think this is a sour cream because I made her cashew sour cream as well.
Oh,
I made the macadamia.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she made it with cashews, but I replaced it and used I used macadamia instead because my boyfriend's like allergic to cashews. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think people will need to. I mean, it's all just like raw vegan stuff because I know Lisa doesn't really like to reveal her recipes. Because she says, get the bundle, then you can know what the recipes are. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying to tell the recipe. I just wanted to know what it was made of.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was really good. Okay, that was really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stuffed mushroom. So we're what?
And I made her wraps, obviously.
Oh yeah.
That's like
yeah. I made the wraps.
Ebook in the bundle.
The favorite ebook in the yes. So everyone, it's called hand salads. That's what she calls it.
Yeah.
But what it is she tells you how to make 33 different flavored wraps. They are all colors. They are delicious. It's they're thick. The texture is perfect. You won't even know that it's not. Oh, okay, yeah. That's one of them. That's the most colorful one. That's the purple one. And
I'm planning to try this next week. But I tried the mushroom fajita one. That was really good.
Oh, really?
And I tried the Swiss ginger ones as well. And that was very nice as well.
Yeah, and she shows you, she's step by step on a video, what not to do, what to do. And each one, she shows you how to put the fillings in. And then each one has a companion sauce.
Yeah.
So if you just get the bundle for the wraps, you've got your money's worth. It is so good. And of course, for raw chef Yin's desserts, it's worth it just for those two things. But then you get 38 more. So it is such a steal because if we all sold our bundles, our ebooks separately, it would cost over $1,800. But together, we've decided we're going to sell it just for $50, so you can afford all 40 and get everything. So that's the deal, and it goes away Thursday. And raw chef Yin and I are talking about what we've tried in the bundle that we've liked, and so that's what we're talking about. So those are two things. So anything else that you liked that you tried?
I just tried. Do you know Danielle Arsenal? So she's from she runs a Pacha Vega Academy, a raw and vegan academy in Nicaragua, and she contributed the pepper. Oh, actually, I brought it out. I don't know. Do you want to see it? I have it.
Yeah, let's see it.
I'll bring it out. It's in the collector's item. You know, the
appetizer
favorite. So you can tell people about that. Well, I'll go and get
okay. Go ahead. So one of the ebooks is an appetizer book that most of us contributed to. They have, I don't even know, dozens of appetizer, little things you can make for a dinner party or just little things you can make for yourself. All delicious, gorgeous little items that, and raw chef Yin is telling us about something she made from there. It's somebody from Nicaragua that contributed to that book, the appetizer book.
Yeah, Danielle, she gave a TEDx talk a couple of years ago on raw vegan food as well. I think she's appeared on TV. I know she's appeared on like loads of magazines because I was just reading her I've done another collab with her previously, like yeah. So I've made her food a lot in the other collab, so I really liked it. So
Oh,
yeah, I've
okay.
done like the pepperoni sticks. Well, it's all here, but
Oh,
you
oh,
know, so
wow. That
yeah.
looks delicious.
Uh,
So those are
yeah,
pepperoni sticks that are raw vegan, people. Look
yeah,
at that.
yeah. I
That looks
did a Facebook
amazing.
live yesterday on was it there yesterday or the other day? Okay, so Danielle says I can share the recipe. So let me tell you guys what exactly is inside so you can have an idea of what it is. Hold on, let me look for her recipe. But yeah, Danielle makes like really, really flavorsome. And I think she was also trained at Matthew Kenny, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I mean, I took like every year. Oh, every year I took raw vegan courses or attended workshops. So it wasn't just like Matthew Kenny. After that, I studied from. I don't know whether you've heard of Amy Levine. That she's in the UK. She does like raw cakes and raw desserts and raw chocolate. So when I was in London, I took a master class with her. In Bali, I learned with a lot of the local raw yeah, because I went to the Bali Vegan Festival twice. The first time was as a attendee, so I attended like all the raw workshops there, and then the second time I was presenting. Okay. So this one has pumpkin seed, uh, beetroot, nutritional yeast, maple syrup, smoked paprika, cumin, ginger, chili powder, sea salt, black pepper, liquid smoke, crushed fennel seeds, medicinal mushroom powder. So I use reishi. I think I use reishi, and
Okay.
then nori sheets. So basically, you put the pumpkin, you put everything except the nori sheets into a food processor, just process it, and then just eating that filling was so good. This part here was so good. And then after that, you just roll it. You take nori sheets, you cut it into a third, yeah, and then after that, I rolled it up, and then you dehydrate it. Yeah, you have to dehydrate it. I think
Oh,
before I
wow.
dehydrated it, it wasn't so good, but after you dehydrate it, it's so yummy.
So
It's like I could,
it's
yeah.
crunchy, right? It's crunchy.
It's not super crunchy, yeah, but it's very snacky. Yeah, super
Oh,
snacky.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm going to make those. I can't wait.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you for
yeah.
showing us that.
Yeah, plus it's like really easy to make as well. I think I uploaded a YouTube video on my channel to on how I make it. So if those who want to see how to make it, you can just check out my YouTube at Rochef Yin. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I want
What
to show you
else?
one more thing because
Okay.
this is show and tell. This is fun. This is the blooming burgers. Yeah. Again,
Oh,
it's from Make It Raw because I made it and I froze. I think the recipe makes like 8 or 9, so I froze it.
uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, because I can't eat so much, right? So I froze it. So this is like the blooming. It's called blooming burger patty.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one
I've
in
seen that.
yeah, that's the one
And
in
the
Chef
reason
Make It Raw.
the reason I think she calls it blooming is because there's blooming rice in it. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
that's
there's
correct.
blooming rice. So if you get the bundle, you'll understand what blooming rice is. Everything is
Yeah,
explained very well.
yep.
And that is from the Make It Raw book by Chef AJ and Lissa Maris of Raw Food Romance. If you know anything about raw food, you would know that Lissa is of raw food. She has hundreds of thousands of followers, and she's very well known in that space. So this is from one of her books she contributed to. One is the
Yeah.
wrap book,
Yep.
all wraps, 33 wraps, and then this is Make It Raw. So she took Chef AJ's recipes and she makes them raw in the Make It Raw book. So those are two, but there are 38 more, and there are 400 recipes, but they're books about other things too, not just about food. There are
Exactly.
things like, manifest your dream life and how to do yin yoga and how to balance your chakras
Oh yeah,
and how to make
so
money.
I think I did 2 of the yoga classes with Angelica in the Yin Yoga course.
Oh yeah,
And
yes.
then I tried out one of the mudras as well in that 7-day? I can't remember the name.
Oh, for the
Chakra expansion, right?
the energy one, how to lift your energy in 7 days, which Which one are you
No,
thinking?
the chakra one.
Oh, the
Chakra one.
chakra one. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
the mudras and all that.
Yeah, the
breathing
mudra.
fingers
Yes,
and all that.
yes, that's the
Yeah.
chakra. Yeah, I forgot the name of it. It's a long name, but yes, that I did. I read the whole thing and I did some of the exercises and it was incredible. It took away my wrist pain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that I've had for 5 years. So
Wow.
it's incredible.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
because you spoke to Darlene the other day. Yes,
yeah,
you did a live with her.
right. Right. It's incredible. So if you go to her book, it's something with chakras. You press it and it gives you a video to watch her do the exercises and it's life transformational. You don't think so by looking at just looking at her do it, but then when you do it and you say, "Oh my God, I feel so much better." So it's really great. So yeah, so if the ones that don't have food, are there any that spoke to you?
Oh, I really like the interview. There's a whole series. So Ted Carr, who is fruitarian on
Instagram, yes.
he interviewed Dr. Doug Graham.
Doug Graham, yes.
Yeah, and Dr. Graham has been like, he's like one of the pioneers in the raw food movement, right? So, yeah, I like that interview series because he talked about, I think they call it like the 26 raw food secrets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I really like that one because it's a video series, so I can, when I'm doing my food prep or I'm doing my dishes, I can actually listen to them. And Dr. Doug Graham has because he's been around for so long, he's got like really good advice, on like, how to answer questions when people ask you where do you eat your protein, or he talks about like, do you need to supplement, or like, how do you, what do you do when you eat out socially, so or like, how do I prevent myself going from the bathroom so many times at night and things like that. So I thought that was like
that's a new addition that came a little bit later, and so people get that as well, and that's phenomenal what Ian is talking about right now, this new edition, which is an interview series between Ted Carr and Dr. Doug Graham, who is a pioneer in the raw food movement, that he interviews him and gets this knowledge from somebody who's been around for a very long time, so you get that as well. So this is a very, very good deal that goes away on Thursday. It's a raw vegan bundle. You could get it by clicking on Raw Chef Yin's link. Click on the link in my bio, it doesn't matter, but get it before it goes away, because once it goes away, it's not coming back. I mean, we do another bundle next year, but the material's different. We're required to come up with new material every year. That's a requirement. So everything will be new. So this whole bundle thing, as it is now, goes away on Thursday. So get it. This is a very special group of people who put together the most exquisite recipes, amazing life transforming things that you can learn to improve your life, your health, your weight, whatever it is you're struggling with, manifesting your dream life, whatever it is, it's in the bundle. So get it before it goes away. And Yin has Raw Chef Yin has amazing recipes in there that are Asian treats that you see how creative she is. She comes up with specific things to replace. Oh, well, I can't have rice, so let me do jicama instead. And it comes out so exquisite. Everyone's been raving about your treats. So it's I can't wait to make them. I got to get that jackfruit. All I have is the canned stuff.
Yeah, maybe at the Asian markets, because I wonder how Lisa managed to get it. Yeah. She's in Nevada, Las Vegas. So that's amazing that she got the jackfruit. Yeah, maybe during like her LA produce visits or something. But I know she says she's quite near a few Asian markets, and they have like she has like one big huge Asian market in that area. So maybe she got it from there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to talk about from the bundle, or anything else you want to share about your process of creating raw vegan food, or how you help people, like like you said, you do courses online. You know, anything else you want to share about that?
Oh yeah, so I offer self-paced online courses, and I have about 30, no, not 30, almost 30. I think like 27 courses. I think like half of them are all like Asian focused. You know, so you've got like uh raw vegan online course on how to make Thai food, raw something on one course on Vietnamese, on Indian, on Japanese, on
Oh, wow.
Korean. So yeah, because I think in a span of 2 years, I think I was turning out like one course a month at that time. Not anymore, but at the time. So, you know, if anyone's interested, DM me and I'll send you the links to that as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
And then,
sounds delicious. Wow.
yeah, I have like
That's
tom
great.
yum and yeah, yeah. Or if anybody wants me to like, you know, develop a specific recipe, let me know. Maybe if it's something that, yeah, I can come up with, then I can make it and then maybe do a live or something or show you guys how to make it as well. Because I'm quite interested to know what people like, because sometimes when I make things, it's not the thing that people will actually want to eat, or they've never heard of it before. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, can you make dumplings? So I do have like a dim sum course. So there's like all
Oh,
the, yeah. So the Chinese dumplings are there. There's bao and there's like lo mai tai and all that. So that is there as well. Yeah. Oh, so much is
oh, oh, okay. It's in Michigan. Wow, that's interesting.
so
That
really
she
really
could
out.
find fresh jackfruit in her supermarket in Michigan, but her Asian friends say it's not the same quality as what they get in their country, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because it's like flown all the way. So that's how it. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, like
Yeah.
you know, like the blueberries, the berries, because they don't plant it here, right? So the blueberries and the strawberries. Well, we have local strawberries, but the local strawberries don't taste anything like the strawberries, you know, elsewhere out of Malaysia. Because the local ones are very sour.
Oh, oh,
You know, and things like apples don't taste very good here either.
really?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
too
And then things
bad.
like blackberries and raspberries are like super expensive. Yeah. And
Oh,
yeah, it's quite easily. So
okay.
that's what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I just I wanted to make things that are like close to my heart. And also because I think there's a gap. There's like not that many raw chefs making, you know, Asian raw vegan authentic raw vegan
Right.
Asian food. I think my focus is try to make it as authentic as possible. So I try to
Mhm.
stick to the original ingredients as close as possible. And I always make things that I have eaten before and that I know what it tastes like, rather than, you know, trying to come up with something that I've never eaten before but just, you know, seen on the internet. Because I know some
Right.
people do that and I'm like, dude, that's not what it that's not what it is.
Right. So you need to know what it was before you do something new to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's more authentic tasting.
Yeah. And I think because I used to like I said, I used to work in the corporate world, and because I covered the Asian and Asia Pacific markets, I've traveled a lot, you know. So you know, I visited Korea. You know, I've gone to Hong Kong many times. You know, I used to go to Indonesia all the time, like every month.
Mhm.
Yeah, Philippines as well. I haven't made anything with Philippines though. Yeah, but Thailand, I think I've like traveled to Thailand at least like 20 times already. I've
Wow.
also taken like in-person live Thai food workshops. It's cooked, but it's vegan. And I've also taken like an online Thai course from a Thai teacher as well. So I like to try and understand. I try and learn from like the native instructors, so I know
Hmm.
exactly how to make it. So I also took a course on how to make vegan Vietnamese food. And I've also traveled to Vietnam and eaten a lot of Vietnamese food, which is why I am open to making like, you know, my course on Vietnamese food.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, and then, you know, we have a huge Indian community here in Malaysia. There's like yeah, they're like one of the three main races in Malaysia. So we grew up eating Indian food all the time, you know.
Oh,
So yeah, like every weekend we will eat Indian food, and it's like it's in fact like down like there's like an Indian food store like just a few steps away from where I live, and I used to go over there and eat the food there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very familiar with that. Then I would create a course on that. Yeah, but if it's like food I'm not familiar with, then I wouldn't try. Like if it's Ethiopian, I wouldn't really try.
Right.
Italian, I have been to Italy, but that was such a long time ago. Yeah, but I don't think I would really try to make anything like a whole course on Italian. I mean, like I would make the pastas and all that. But I think I thought was interesting in the bundle is this ebook by Lena, and it's called Next Level Pasta Recipe.
Pasta, yes.
Yeah. I thought that was like really good because she has a penne. She has a penne recipe.
Penne. Yes. She figured out how to make a penne pasta.
Yeah.
Raw, and it looks like the real thing.
Yeah.
And Lissa made it and said it was phenomenal. So that's another thing you get in the bundle. It's a whole book. I went through the whole thing because every recipe, it was making me drool. I couldn't believe how authentic these pasta recipes look. Maybe you could show a picture.
Yeah, let me try.
So one of the ebooks is a Next Level Pasta. It's all raw. So look at this. I mean,
let me see if I can find a penny, because
find some pictures, because you have to see this. It's all raw, and it's not just zucchini noodles. Like she creates these.
Right?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. That's a raw penne that she makes. I mean, really, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
These people are like, they're artists and so creative. I can't wait to make that one.
So interesting.
Yeah.
There's a spinach ricotta cannelloni casserole.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because we usually just see like spaghetti bolognese, right, that everybody makes, right? Or like a raw vegan lasagna that everyone makes. So I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. This is like, I think she was on Chef AJ and she made this lemony stage ribbon noodles, which was like super pretty.
Oh,
and really nice.
Yes. She was showing that. It's like So yes, new kid Facebook said I tried the lemon zucchini noodles and the sauce was awesome. Oh, good to know. Cool. Thank you for letting us know. That's going to be our next one.
I think Lena will be really happy.
Wow. So all this is in the raw vegan bundle. Everyone, click links. Click our links. It's worth $50. It's the best $50 you'll ever spend. We guarantee it. This is life changing. Even if you're even if you're starting out, you could learn. There are a lot of beginner recipes, a lot of people teaching you how to do it. If you're seasoned at it, there are recipes for you as well, like really creative things by Daniel McKinnon, who wrote Raw Nation. That's an ebook in the bundle where he shows you how to make this lasagna. Did you see that lasagna that he makes? Oh my God, it's like gorgeous. And he shows you how to make the noodles, which I'm not even going to say what it's made from. It's so creative. You just have to see it to believe it. And then he has a crispy chicken sandwich that is out of this world. And he shows you how to make the bread, the crispy chicken. Of course, it's made from something, from jackfruit. It's made from jackfruit. And then he has a sauce. Oh my God, it is unbelievable. So that is just, that book alone is very, it's sort of next level because it's a little bit more involved. His recipes take a little, they have a little bit more steps involved because he's so advanced. He's been doing this for like 20 years. So so I would say his recipes are a little bit more advanced, but then there's some that are very, very simple, very easy, like 3 ingredients, you can do it no problem. And then you just work your way up. But like, that's what you have to look forward to, is stuff like Daniel McKinnon's and Chris Kendall's. Oh, Chris Kendall put in stews.
Oh,
so all.
I made his stew. I made his savory Irish stew. And I also want to try out his Ethiopian stew. I haven't had time to do that yet.
Oh,
But yeah, yeah,
yeah, they all look delicious. How is the
yeah.
Irish stew?
It was nice. Yeah, it did taste. It did remind me a bit of a stew thing. Yeah, it's interesting. He has a very crisp candle taste. So at the moment I ate it, I was like, yes, it's Chris's recipe because I made so many of his.
What's
I'm
a
like,
Chris
yeah,
Kendall taste? What is that?
I don't know how to explain it. But because I think Lisa said something like that. You know, each person has like a certain day. So when he eats certain thing, he knows like, okay, this is this is a. Every time I eat Chris's one, I'm like, oh yeah, because because he doesn't use any salt. I think he doesn't really use any sugar. He only uses I think he only uses dates to sweeten his stuff.
Oh,
So he's like, yeah, he's like no salt, no sugar,
yeah,
no. So it yeah, so you can really taste the actual like
the
the
actual
true taste of
food,
the ingredient. Yeah,
right?
the food.
The
Yeah,
whatever it's made from, that's what you taste.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think what I like about the bundle is like you say, whether if let's say if you're new, then you can try out there's like a 7-day raw reset by raw vegan Emma,
Emma,
and
yes.
I made her so you have a 7-day meal plan, so you know exactly what to make for Monday breakfast, lunch, dinner, Tuesday
Mhm.
breakfast, lunch, dinner, all that. So that's all laid out already, so you don't have to worry so much and think so much and crack your brain on what to bake, to
Right,
start off. So there's
right.
things like that. And then there's also like Nate's course on setting up a raw vegan kitchen, like his kitchen essentials
Oh,
course. And I thought
Nate
that was like,
Maris, yes.
yeah, I thought that was like super useful because like people like, oh, what do I need? Do I need a dehydrator? Do I need a spiralizer? Do I need this? Do I need that? Right?
Yes.
So he has a really good course on that. But
Okay.
again, then I thought it's also really good for like, seasoned raw vegans or people who have been doing it longer like me, where I would want something more interesting and more creative rather than, your usual your usual salads or smoothies or like
Right.
because I've already seen like all
Yeah.
the gummies and the
Yeah.
kale chips and
Right.
your
Right.
pad thais
Right.
and all that, which is not really pad thai anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another discussion altogether. But so I was like, oh, like when Lisa's wraps, I'm like, wow, I haven't seen like 33. Actually, there's 34. I actually counted, and I told Lisa, I was like, don't you have like 34? Everyone else is saying 33. It's actually 34 wrap recipes, and then there's also the fillings, and there's also the sauces as well. So I made that, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then you have the appetizers ebook, which has like 37 contributors, and 41 recipes. So you get like a taste and a flavor of how different people make different things as well. And then you have that, like the Lena's book, the next level pasta, which I'm like, oh, I've never seen anyone make penne before because I've had that question. I remember I was speaking at the launch of the Malaysia Vegan Society, and then I was on the panel, and someone actually said like, "Oh, can you make penne?" And at that time, this was like I don't know, a couple of years ago, right, 4 or 5 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, I need to think about that." And I was like, "Oh, that's how
Well,
you
now
make
you
it.
can.
Cool.
Now you know how to make it. We all know how to make it. Thanks to Lena. She figured it out for us. So just get the bundle. You'll be able to make raw vegan penne. Lena figured it out. You can make anything you want because these recipes take things that we're familiar with and they've made them raw. Everything you've ever wanted and wanted it raw, it's in the bundle.
Yep.
So get it before Thursday because it's going away forever. So if you have any questions, you could put them in the comments section now, and Rush Epien will answer them. Or if you have one for me, I'll answer. Or if you think of something afterward, you could click on our handles and then DM us if you want to get in touch after we get off here, so we could be available to you if you have any questions. We're always happy to help you. And I want to thank Yin for coming on and sharing all these amazing things that she's already made from the bundle. You are so productive. you make so much stuff. I don't know how you have time.
Because this week I was kind of like, I was in I didn't go out the whole week except today. Today I'm going out because my boyfriend's just been like busy in rehearsals and performing and all that. So usually we do go out like 3 times a week. I just haven't. Yeah. So today I'm going out. So I'm kind of excited to be out of the house.
So yeah.
After being like Like,
Yeah, no,
stuck
I
at home.
understand. I understand that, not going out of the house, totally understand that. Um, but anyway, we have worked very hard all year to bring you very, very new and creative recipes that you can try and have for the rest of your life. It's yours for life. Once you download it, it's yours for life. You just have it on your computer, back it up. It is yours for life. And that's that's the raw vegan bundle is what we're talking about today. And you can get it on either of our links, and you will not be sorry. It is transformational. Everything in there is so valuable. And even if you don't like everything in it, it's still worth it, because even if you only like 3 things, it's you've already gotten your money's worth. So everything in it is worth, if you got everything individually, it would be worth over $1,800. You get it for only 50. That's all it is. And you get 40 ebooks, over 400 recipes, and then guides and courses and videos on different things, how to make your life better, how to be your best self, how to get your mindset right, chakras aligned, your butt lifted.
Oh, yes.
Anything else you can think of, we've got it for you. So I want to thank you, Ian, for coming on today, and it's so nice to talk to you. And
Oh, you're most welcome. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, it was fun, and I can't wait to make your Asian treats, and do all of your other things that you're doing. I love the way you set it up. They're on video. Yins does videos for you, so you can see exactly how she does everything. So it's very, very organized and clear. So thank you so much, and it's such an honor to know you, and thank you for sharing your morning with us.
You're most welcome, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Yeah, if you have any questions, just drop it in the comments later if you're watching the replay, and we'll answer that as well. And I also need to try out your recipes. It's just that I don't make so much desserts these days because there's
It's okay.
yeah, I was just trying to focus on lunch and breakfast.
Right.
And I was just like, ooh.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so mine are desserts as well, but they're not Asian. They're more American, like pumpkin pie and chocolate cream pie. Everything is raw, obviously. Red velvet donuts. So that's my contribution.
Yeah, I thought your red velvet donuts look interesting. I was like, oh, maybe this is something
yeah.
I could check
So
out.
So you have time, whenever. It's all there for you, and you can make it whatever you want. Take your time. Nothing's going away. I mean, the bundle's going away, but once you get it, you download it, and it's yours for life, and you can take your time making everything. So that's not a problem. So I just want to thank Chef Yin for coming on today and sharing her genius with us, her process, how she comes up with stuff. It's just remarkable. So thank you so much, and we will see you soon on another live, I am sure.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.